Hey everybody! Are we recording? Good, okay, good stuff. Anyway, welcome back to Fairville Plays Neon Abyss. I'll be honest with you, this will probably be the last episode. So far, as of right now, it'll be the last episode. We might come back to the series later if they ever actually decide to update their game. I don't know what they're doing. You know, from a business standpoint, maybe you should upgrade your game. But update your game, but, you know, I'm not a game dev. I wouldn't know these things. But yeah, this will be the last episode. For now, anyway. I do have something in mind that will be replacing Neon Abyss. I will be releasing that series of videos starting when we hit 300 subscribers. And I know what you're saying, oh, Fairville, you're holding a video series hostage until you hit an arbitrary number of you know, artificial support on a platform. And I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. You want the new series? Help me hit 300 subs, baby. But the good news is I've already recorded like quite a bit. Oh, good, my gun isn't. Oh, it might make it. It might make it. But yeah, I don't know, man. I do think Neon Abyss, I will put it up there, and sure, you might say there's not that much competition. Oh my god, is that a free gun just laying down inside of a box? Who would have guessed it? I'm not saying that there's, you know, there might not be that much competition this year, but I do think Neon Abyss is probably one of the, rainbow, huh? Eggs will never hatch. Okay, okay. I mean, is it good? It could be. It could potentially be good. There are egg synergies in the game, so like we could maybe work that out, but at the same time, I don't know. It really does come down in the game maybe giving me a decent, you know, a decent progression that allows me to actually make use of the power of this gun. And since, you know, I have been a pretty staunch proprietor of this game since its inception and beta, maybe the game will take pity on me and be like, hey, this man's ending the series, he might as well get something good on this one. But again, I don't really hold much value to anything really in my life, so what's the point? Oh, I didn't mean to hit you, I'm sorry! Okay, well, you might be saying just go for Ares. Nah, dude, Ares sucks. It's the last video of the series. I'm gonna go all out on like my disdain for this game. And I know, dude, it's so weird, but genuinely and truthfully, I've never had a game in my life that was so good, but at the same time, just an absolute mess. Like, I pride myself on being one of those, wow, dude, really? I pride myself on being one of those people who's like, this game's broken. Like, not in a good way. Why would I play it? But Neon Abyss, it's definitely hit those sweet spots of me being like, this game is a nightmare. It's made by people who might not know what making a game is all about. And it's just bad. But I can't stop playing it. Why are you a different color? What happened? Oh my god, do I actually have to get down here in order to like hit these boys? Of course, because once again, designed by people who don't know. It's okay, Fairville, you know what? Hey, come on. Just because the series is ending doesn't mean you have to burn all the bridges, huh? Okay, that's true. And I might come back to the game if they ever decide to release the update that they've been working on for the past like 17 years, but this is going to hurt. Increased rate of fire and weapon damage. It's a good first upgrade. It's a good first upgrade. Okay, that tells me that the game maybe potentially wants to work with me a little bit on this, our final stand. But other than that, I mean, like, it's weird, dude. Like, roguelikes are a weird genre. I really do believe that if you're making a roguelike and you want it to be successful, in the year 2020, there are things you have to do. You either need to... Really? Is this a combat room, or have I just been screwed over? Good stuff. Remember, this character could dodge roll, but only if he's, like, standing on a perfectly flat... yeah, dude, it's a monster trap room. Sweet. Only if he's standing on a perfectly level playing field. Come on, dude. I don't know if this is a choose. Golden bird, ninja costume. Give me the ninja costume. You can make an extra jump and increases your melee damage. You know, right, I forgot that was out there still. In a game where like, or in a run where we don't have flight, an extra jump is not bad. It's decent and it helps. Oh my god, please stop. Like, does every enemy in this game have to be the armored ones? Like, why? You made like 3 different enemies and then you added a 4th one that's just this nightmare. But we do have more melee, which I guess does help a little bit against these guys, but I don't know, man. Either way, if you want to make like a good roguelike in 2020, first of all, you know, competition is low this year. Unless you're counting Monster Train, in which case, oh my god, I don't know how they were able to pull off something like so amazing after like the annals that are Slay the Spire. What are you? Did we unlock this last time, didn't we? It's a choice room? I don't know. No. This isn't the new one. Let's go bluesy. Was it? Oh my god. Not only was it not worth it, but like, even if we did, this is like one of the things that bothers me about the game. Even if we did choose the right path, I couldn't open up any of that stuff anyway, because I don't have any friggin' resources. So, like, who cares what path you choose in this life? Everything doesn't matter. Anyway, let's fight the boss. Oh, good, it's Nick. You know, I was once again hoping. Thank you for going the right way. I was once again hoping that maybe, potentially, at some point in my life, I wouldn't have to deal with this dude anymore. I hate how that hit me. I really do hate how that hit me, but I get it. You gotta stop moving. Oh my god, we might die. I died. I actually died. You know what? Okay. I'm gonna do another one. I'm not gonna let the final episode of Neon Abyss be like me dying 5 minutes in. Although that would be a fitting ending to this nightmare, but at the same time, no, let's keep going. Let's keep going. And I guarantee you, watch. This final episode is gonna go up, and then they're gonna be like, oh, by the way, the update's here that fixes literally everything that's wrong with our game. I don't care. If the update comes out like within a week of me posting this, I'm still gonna take like a 4-month break from this game. I don't care what anyone says. Anyway, if you want to make a successful roguelike in 2020, you either need to launch a game that has like an otherworldly amount of content. Oh my god, dude. Like, what's the point? What's the point of shooting? Like, really? Like, straight up. Thank you. You want to die? Oh my god, man. Just a nightmare. Just have like a little bit of common decency towards the player. Fairful, are you okay? No, I'm very upset. Either way. Okay. Anyway, I had a thought that I was like going down at some point. Right. You either need like a disgusting amount of content at launch, or you need to like update your game religiously. That's all it takes. Also, you know, the game has to be good. That's a big one too, but some people, I don't know, man. Look at like the best games of all time. Most of those aren't really that good. Oh, wow, Fairville, you telling me you don't like Tetris? I'm not saying I don't like Tetris. I'm just saying, like, when was the last time you played Tetris? For me, it was when I put 300 hours into Tetris 99 because it's like the best game ever made. And then I took like a weekend off. And then everybody became a living Tetris god. I don't understand it. Is it one of the things I don't understand about Battle Royales in general? How do people get so good? Now, you might be saying, some people just have a lot of time to practice. That's fair. A lot of people have free time now. Oh my god, can I have one room without these enemies in it? One room! Like, look at it. Look at how stupid this is. I'll burn every bridge. I don't care. Who decided to put these monsters in the game? I was like decently good at Tetris 99. I have like a fair amount of wins under my belt, ready to go. And then I took like a weekend off because I don't even remember why I took the weekend off. I think I had to like deal with some family stuff, and I couldn't bring my Switch with me. Oh my god! Don't accidentally break it. Good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, good. I don't have any keys. Thank you for the reward. At least we're getting closer to like a deal with Athena. I don't know. It'd be nice if we could if we could get a deal with Athena and then, like, I don't know, go after her if we could get past Zeus, but, you know, we'll see how that goes. Really, like, in this game, nothing is given to you. Everything is just a constant struggle because artificial difficulty is so cool. Isn't that what you want in 2020? Artificial difficulty that serves no purpose other than, lol, have fun grinding our game. You know, it's fun anyway. It doesn't matter. Again, I'm not salty. I'm not salty about Neon Abyss. It's like, you know, this is my official stance in a relationship when it comes to like Neon Abyss. You know, like when you're like younger and there's like a girl you like, so you make fun of her. First of all, I never did that. Why? Because all women are queen, and I respect all women. Even when I was a child, I was like, you know what? Sure, there's a deep primal urge for me to pull on your pigtails, but I'm not gonna do that because that's kind of messed up. Why would you do that? But that's my relationship right now. Chance your bullet will swim to Xer bullets. Stay out of the danger zone. Look. As long as it doesn't explode into, like, massive supernovas, that's totally fine with me. But that's my stance on this game. I'm like, I like it, but I feel bad about liking it. Because I feel like a Sonic fan, you know? People that enjoy the game Sonic the Hedgehog, brought to you by Sonic the Hedgehog, yeah. Brought to you by Sega? Sega makes Sonic, right? What hit me? Oh, of course, the thing that just spawns in on top of you and you have no way of avoiding. It's such a well-designed mechanic right there. Either way, you know, like if you're a Sonic fan, I feel like you have daddy issues and you hate yourself. But oh my god, what am I supposed to do? Dodge roll, dodge roll, dodge roll. Okay, good stuff, good stuff. Focus up. Don't get it twisted. Dude, honestly, the Soul Flask is like pretty good, and I don't have enough money to do anything. And straight up, I don't want to spend my resources on this game because I don't have respect for it. So let's keep going. But I mean, like, if you're a Sonic fan in the year 2020, chances are that there's something wrong with you. You know? Oh my god. All right, you know what? Thank you, game. Thank you. Maybe I was too hard on you. Maybe I should have been a little bit nicer. Thought about your feelings every once in a while instead of my own. But you've given me Famine, aka the only gun that they paid an outsider to design because it's actually a well-designed gun, which means that they could not have possibly have thought of it on their own, which means that it's therefore the best gun to exist in the game. And dude, it's true, man. Even though I think it might be bugged right now, but I mean, like, what else is new? Oh, dude, a golden key could be potentially really helpful for us. All we really need now is like a couple like additional upgrades for Famine, and then we're good to go. And we got to deal with Athena, so that's perfect. Okay. Things are coming around. But I have friends that say, yeah, I'm a fan of Sonic, and I'm like, which games? Like the original ones that came out in like 1983. What's Divinity? Oh, good. There you go. Increases your movement speed, and we have the power of flight. Oh, baby, we're going all in on this final episode. The game has finally heard all of my struggles, and it's saying to itself, you know what? Maybe we don't know what we're doing in this world. Let's just give them all the broken items, which is 3 in total. Flight, Famine, and then just stacking up damage. That's it. And stacking up damage isn't even a good item. It's not an item. It's just, oh my god, just open up your friggin' shell. It's not even an item. Oh my god, Famine! Thank you. Not even an item, it's a status effect, so there's only 2 good items in the game, either way. Oh good, infinite keys doesn't really do anything for me. Unlock it, baby. What do you got for me in here? Well, I gotta take this friggin' Stormtrooper. There's a chance you'll fire a laser, whether or not it hits anything is another story. You know what? It's like literally the perfect item for this game, because it's a reference, as everything is, and it does nothing, and it might literally be useless. So you know what? Good stuff, game. Good stuff, game. Again, am I salty? No, I'm not salty. Do I mean the things I say? Yeah, 100%. Either way, I don't know. Anyway, going back to talking about roguelikes in 2020. Oh my god, it might not be bad. I don't care about your money. I don't know. I'm gonna refuse picking up single cents and then complaining about the fact that we don't have any money. That's basically like my prime objective right now, straight up. But there was a roguelike that came out. Thank you for dying eventually. I really appreciate it. There was a roguelike that came out many years ago at this point. Like in the world of the internet, it came out like a decade ago. But I really do believe that if they did things a little bit differently, it would, you know. I'm not saying that it's a bad game. I think it's a very well done game. But it just didn't have any staying power, which was Wizards of Legend. Wizards of Legend, I think it suffered from the fact that like it took them way too long to update the game, and then like when the updates came out, everyone's like, oh, thanks, I guess. But I do think like the biggest nail in the coffin for Wizards of Legend was allowing you to choose your starting loadout at the beginning of the game. So like once you unlock like good spells, and then after that it's like, oh, I guess I'll just keep using the exact same build I have because like why not? And then it's just, I don't know, man. Roguelikes it's a weird subgenre of video games. It really is, right? Because like part of you is like, I love the randomness of it, not knowing what's gonna happen and being able to like, you know, maybe build a run that you're not necessarily comfortable with, but it's still being really good and then giving you that sense of pride and accomplishment that usually you have to pay like $4.99 for, you know? Oh, dude. The Mask. Another reference. Add an extra bullet and give a half a shield. It's pretty good. Alright, yeah. We might as well keep going. There's no point in, like, sitting around. But I just wish that they didn't do that and instead maybe... And then else, by the way, look. I know I'm like, oh, in a perfect universe. Yeah, it's obviously... Well, in a perfect universe, why don't you just make a game with a whole bunch of content and then, like, update it every 3 weeks? It's easy, you fool. And I know that's not how, like, game development works or game design or game dev or anything, really. Roguelikes, it's like, I got like a whole bunch of roguelikes, and even more so now, and I don't mean this like with any disrespect to any of the games that I played on the channel, except Neon Abyss, but I got like a lot of roguelikes from doing the YouTube videos, where I play it and then I'm like, yeah, it's cool, and then like, you know, and then that's it. And then I go back to it maybe once or twice and then be like, oh, cool, you know, you get the game break and then you feel like really good about yourself and then that's it. But like most of the roguelikes I play, I'm just like, That's cool. You get like you get a couple hours out of it. Oh my god, I don't have any freaking keys because it only lasts for one floor. Because God forbid they actually put an item in the game that gives you infinite keys. Oh no, but they do. They have like the locker key or whatever it's called. I don't know. Either way, whatever. We got like a double base famine. So like, who cares? Oh, good. I swear, somebody should like make a timer to see how long it takes just to kill like a normal room of enemies ever since you unlock these bullshit boys. Farival breaking out the harsh language. Yeah, I'm gonna break out the harsh. Look at this! Do something! Oh my god! Thank you. And after all that, the egg hatches into emptiness, dude. You know what? I really do feel like a Sonic fan. I really do. I mean, Sonic fans did get some form of retribution with the Sonic movie, which, in my opinion, and people are not going to like this, but I think the Sonic movie... I don't know if this is an unpopular or a popular opinion, but it doesn't matter. Because I don't care if my opinions are popular or unpopular. I really don't. I'm a grown man, and if you don't like the things that I have to say, then that's totally fine, but like, if you could still subscribe anyway, I'd really appreciate that, you know? It does good for the ego. Plus, we got a new series that's going to be coming as soon as I... No, you don't hit the crystal, dude. Why don't you just go there now and deal with it? Oh my god, I put myself into a friggin' bubble. Good stuff, good stuff. Get rid of the Ares. I don't want to deal with the Ares. How long does it take to get rid of Ares? Did they change that? They couldn't update the game and fix all their problems, or they made like Ares worse? Really? Don't go there. That's just a dead end because you lack the resources, because it's like floor 3 but you still have nothing. And I don't know, man. I'm at the point in my life where like my opinions... If you agree with them, that's great, you know. But I try to hold opinions that are at the very least like not born out of pure hate or passion, because it's easy to get blinded by stuff, especially like with nostalgia and everything, you know. And everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, you just have this opinion because of this, this, and this." I'm like, "Well, yeah, that's how opinions are formed. First of all, they're formed based on personal experiences in your life that affect the way that you observe things. So yes." Saying that my opinions on stuff are based on, you know, myself, that's 100%. I love how that hit me. Like, why would that not hit me, you know? I also assume that there was no way of actually hitting that door unless going into the crevice, just because of how, like, this game is designed. So, like, but also I know that that's not true, but I just feel like it's true, you know? Are you one that ruins me? Double your melee damage, your melee attack damage while you're in the air. That's not bad, considering we're always in the air. The issue is that who cares? Now, if I wasn't streaming or recording, I could just AFK up here and, like, get infinite money. But I'm not going to do that. Why? I don't know. Why not? You know what? Let's have a conversation while we do this. Honestly, straight up. I'm going to... Hold on. Hold on. Let me take the lid off your water. So, here's the thing. Right? When it comes to Sonic the movie, I do think that it was a really, really good movie. And my opinions on this aren't based on the fact of the whole PR stunt of them purposely releasing a bad Sonic and then everyone being like, oh, this is a bad Sonic. And they're like, oh, no, you don't like that we made Sonic look like a 47-year-old deformed German man who fell into like a vat of blue paint. And everyone's like, yeah, why would we like that? And then they're like, oh, okay, well, I guess we'll fix it, ha ha ha. Now, the question of if that was intentional or not, look, I don't have a lot of faith in humanity, considering like the whole pandemic and, you know, the fact that everything is going basically down and down in an earlier round, and baby, nobody is going out swinging. But I will say that, like, nobody in any creative position could have constructed the Sonic that we saw in the original series, and for them to be like, yeah, that's the direction we want to go on this. Have fun. I really, like, there's no way that somebody did that. Now, but on the other hand, if that was in fact the case, and people were like, hey, you know what? Like, if somebody designed that, showed it to another person, and that other person was like, dude, it's a chef's kiss. I don't believe that to be a thing. I really don't believe that that is a physical possibility. Because unless the person who designed it owned the company, like, unless it was created by Sega's CEO himself and was like, use this one, my kid made it, and then everyone's like, what do we do? You know, like, maybe, I don't know. But with that being said, I still, like, it's just ridiculous. But if that is the case, and they released it, and everyone's like, hey, this is bad, and, like, they were like, oh, you know what, yeah, no, I see it now, it looks like horribleness, and then they remade the whole movie, which, not the whole movie, it was already, you know, it's just an edit over of a CGI stand-in, but still, it's a lot of work, and I got respect for that. Movie itself, good. If you put Jim Carrey in any movie, I will watch that movie. Doesn't matter what it was. Him as Eggman? Beautiful. Him in Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, if you want to get a little bit of range on the Jim Carrey-isms, absolutely phenomenal. And The Truman Show, amazing, amazing movie. I recommend it to everybody who has ever existed. Is this enough? This looks like enough. All right. But it's just like, I don't know, man. It's a very weird world that we happen to live in, where like things can be changed in a moment's notice, and you don't even realize it, you know? But I guess that is a good thing overall when it comes to like the world that we live in, you know? Being able to force changes every once in a while really is, it's the nicest thing about considering yourself to be human. And we got the Void coin. I can't speak anymore, huh? It's gonna be an issue at some point. Alright, well, we got 140 coins after that. And also, not bad. Why though? Like, what do I care about anything that's in there? All of it's trash, none of it's good, and like, who cares? I mean, we could, I don't know. I think I'd rather go into the item room and guarantee an item, because like that could just be a room that requires like 4,000 keys. Player 0 ready. The more enemies you hit without stopping, the more damage you do. I think that's pretty good considering our loadout right now. So we have like it's a pretty strong base, dude. I'm very happy with that. Also, like the fact that we only got 140 coins after like being there for like 10 minutes is disgusting, but sure. Again, if I wasn't recording, I would just be there for like a day and a half and then be like, oh, by the way, I don't know, let's do pink this time. Let's see how we're punished for making a choice now. Oh, good. Yep. See? What did I say? What did I say? No matter what you do, you get punished for it along the way. That is the motto of Neon Abyss. Either way, again, we might come back to the game at some point if they fix things, which I hope they do. I got to imagine the update has to be coming out soon, but I remember saying that like 3 months ago, so like, who knows? Also, what do I need to do to get rid of this Deal with the Devil? Because it's still here, huh? Oh, good, Cactus Baby. You know what? Sure, give me a random item. A key might actually be pretty good for us, dude. This is going pretty well. Anyway, how's my day been going? It's not bad. Although I will say, you know, I don't... Well, that's not true. I try to limit the amount of times I go outside to the bare minimum for, like, you know, essentials only. Like when I have to go shopping or if there's something I have to do. You know, like, I really am trying to not be one of those millennials that's having a wedding right now for some reason, inviting 300 people, and then everyone's like, oh, by the way, hey, there was a massive COVID outbreak because you had a wedding with 300 people where everyone was hugging and kissing each other, and like, you know, like, yeah, maybe don't do that. And every time I do it, it hurts, like, the millennial inside of me. Because I got respect for my people, you know? I think millennials get a bad rap from the boomers, primarily, but, you know, what else is new? But still, like, whenever, like, a millennial does something that's, like, like, something you would read in a boomer Facebook post, I'm like, dude, come on. Like, why? Like, do you really have to get a wedding right now? And if you're gonna have a wedding, you really have to invite, like, 400 people? Like, I don't care if it's outside. It's still, like, a catered event, you know? It's one of those, but I don't know. I'm trying not to go outside. But I had to go out recently to buy a new bed because the bed I have right now is, first of all, 4,000 years old. It's made of stone slate. Secondarily, it's just like, it just hurts, you know? It just hurts. So I had to go get a new bed, which required me to leave my house. Yo, crystal hard candy. Every time I thought this was magic sweet. Never mind. I thought this was a good item, but instead it's just crystals from our pets, which really we have like what, like 2 pets? Who cares, dude? It doesn't matter. Either way, I had to go outside and I went to Leon's because every other furniture store around here has closed down. And again, you know, sure, yeah, that's sucks for them, but this is the only one that was left. So we go to Leon's, look for some new beds, some good stuff. I did find something. It came with a bedspread. It came with like the box. It came with all the extras that are added on. And then you're like, oh, how did I spend like $2,000 here? But then you're like, oh, right, because really what I needed was a mattress, but I ended up buying like everything else. Either way. And I'm not trying to look. I'm not throwing anyone under the bus except for the people that deserve to be thrown under a bus. But like the amount of people that I saw walking around either wearing their mask completely wrong, i.e., not covering their face, or just like not wearing a mask is way too high. It's way too high. And then like the lady who was helping me at Leon's, they're like, oh, by the way, you know, she was wearing a mask, and then she's like, do you want to lay down in the bed? And I'm like, I know I should, because I'm gonna be sleeping in this for the next couple of years. What are you, bent spoon? Add a crystal container and increase your gun's damage. It's a Mob Psycho 100 reference, by the way. If in case you were thinking, oh, this might be an item that they're not referencing. No, oh my god, I can't. Oh, we can get through. Let's go. No, it's still a reference. Everything's still a reference. Don't worry about it. There is nothing original in Neon Abyss. But she's like, yeah, go lie down on the bed and tell me how you like it. I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that. I think like bed buying is probably like one of the more riskier activities that you could have right now in like in COVID season. But they did handle it well. They're like, okay, if you're not comfortable, we could get you like a disposable sheet that we could like put down on the bed, and then you could like lie on that instead. I'm like, you know what? I appreciate that a great deal. It's weird, man. Like my opinion on like COVID has changed since we've, you know, from the first month. I'm like, ah, dude, this is it. Welcome to the cold winter that'll embrace all of us. But then like as months go by, you're like, eh, you know. And by the way, that's not like, it's not a good mindset to be in, because I really do believe like part of the major problem that everyone has right now with the virus is that like everyone's kind of like over it, and they're like, oh come on, we've been dealing with this for like 3 months. 3 months. We've been dealing with this for like 9 months. Oh my god. Who cares, you know? And that's a bad mentality to work with. But unfortunately, I love how I picked up the shield and immediately took damage because enemies just teleport on top of you. Isn't it? It's such a wonderfully designed mechanic, really. And oh my god, another one, really? What? I don't even know what hit me on that one. Can I get both of these with one grenade? No, of course not. Why do you think that you could get any sort of reward with only using one consumable? Don't you know you need at least 14 consumables to get a single freaking penny in this game? That's how it works, baby. It's always been like that. But I don't know, man. So I did get a new bed, but like I don't understand people that don't wear a mask. Especially like depending on where you are in the world, it might not be mandatory. I'm pretty sure. Oh, good. Well, there you go. Depending on where you are in the world, it might not be mandatory to wear a mask. It's mandatory to wear a mask indoors in Toronto. If you're going out, if you're on the street, you don't have to wear a mask. At least not yet. But if you're going inside of a building to do anything at all, you need to wear a mask. And I just don't understand how, like, the universe, not the universe, but people have collectively just decided, I mean, like, I know it's the law, but obviously the law doesn't apply to me because I am the main character in my story, and, like, everything I do is, you know, it holds above it in its own court of law. That's not the case. You are a bag of bone and meat, the same as everybody else. You are not special in any regards of the world. Nobody cares about you other than the people that are related to you. And even then, sometimes that's not the case, okay? So, like, don't go in through your head being like, oh, I'm immune, I'm a god. And nothing bad has ever happened to me, so why would I have to worry about it now? You have to worry about it now. Anyway, that's my rant. So I got a new bed. I don't even know of any. Oh, you're good. You're good. Yeah. Alright, so our HP is a little bit spicy, I'm not gonna lie, but at the same time, like, I really don't care because of how much damage we do. We just have to remember that bosses have boss shields. And everything else is fine. I will buy both of these. No. I want the magic vortex. Good stuff. More damage when the crystals are full. Which shouldn't be too hard for us to actually... Anyway, sorry. So that's my rant. So I got a new bed. When will it be here? Within 10 to 11 weeks. But it's fine. All I gotta do is, like... you know, survive on this horrible mattress for like another 2.5 months. And then if my back hasn't completely disintegrated by then, I'll be able to deal with a bed that's slightly better. Not too much better because, you know, it's still, you know, you still got to operate within budgets, especially like during this trying time. It's very important to like know your limits, play within it, dude. It's another callback to the Ontario Office of Official Gambling. Fairville, are you a gambler? I mean, every time I play this game, the devs are making a gamble that I won't absolutely lose my friggin' mind, but I don't like gambling that much. Honestly, it's not really something that's ever really, it's not something that's ever really brought me, like, much joy or even attention. Like, I've been to the casino a few times. Toronto has, or not Toronto itself, because I don't know I don't know if casinos are allowed in the city, but either way. I've been to, like, the area around, surrounding Toronto has, like, a lot of casinos. I've been to a couple, you know. The first time I've ever gone to a casino, and I think I've told this story at some point, but the first time I've ever gone to a casino, I've won $700. And then, like, I was with my dad at the time because, like, I was still, like, I was basically, like, the legal age to go into a casino was the first time I went. And I won, like, $700, and my dad's like, oh, I bet you're addicted to this now. And I'm like, not really. I'm like, yeah, it's cool. I got $700, and like as a relative child back then, you're like 700. I mean, straight up, if you were to come up to me and be like, hey, you want $700 for like doing nothing? I'd be like, yeah. I don't think there's nobody in the world would say no to that unless you're like literally a trillionaire and you're trying to make a point about your wealth. You know, if you're gonna try to pull like a Jeff Bezos, but I don't like gambling. I think it's also because, and this is like probably my most like anti-millennial trait that I have. I hate these teleporting enemies. It's probably my most like anti-millennial trait, but like I don't like spending money on things that are dumb. Now, to be fair, that's subjective because I spend my money on things that are dumb. You know, I don't even want that egg. I don't even want that egg because I do spend money on things that are dumb. But in my opinion, I'm like, oh, that's fair. You know. Like, I've spent money on things that I wouldn't normally spend money on because of the YouTube channel. I'm not saying the YouTube channel's dumb. I have, like, a great time playing it. But at the same time, if you were to tell me, like, a couple of years ago that, hey, why don't you spend $230 to upgrade your microphone, even though the old one you have is perfectly fine, but this one has, like, a few more options, I'd be like, why? But now I'm like, that's a good deal, dude. That's a business decision right there. Either way. Oh, good. The grabber's here. Where do we get all these eggs from? Hey, if we could get, like, what's the word? HP or shields? That'd be good too, huh? I mean, you know, I don't want to put pressure on the game because God forbid it gives me anything, but still. But I don't know. I try not to spend money on things that like don't matter. I also like I don't smoke. There's no interest in it really. It's not. I'm not trying to like make a political stand or anything by that. I'm being like people like, oh, what do you have against smokers? I don't have anything against smokers. I just don't care. Okay, well, HP is actually literally what I asked for, so that's good too. It doesn't entice me at all, you know. Like, why would it? By the way, a pack of cigarettes right now is like $15, $17 around that, depending on which one you get. Dude, wizard sword. Every time you kill an enemy with melee damage, oh my god, it's another useless item. Unless we find a gun that does melee damage, which I think there's like 3 that exist right now. I don't know. We'll figure it out, but still. I try to live my life as like, you know, I'm a good Christian boy. This is a Christian Minecraft server. No gambling. No smoking. I'll drink on occasion. I don't consider myself to be a drinker, but like, you know, if I'm out with some friends, which hasn't happened in like the last 17 years, I'll be like, yeah, you know what? I'll have a nice Chardonnay. What are you? Strawberry candy. The more pets you have, the more bullets you fire. Oh my god, it's actually good. Oh my god, it's actually good. See, this is the kind of stuff I'm gonna miss from this game, and I think really that my hatred for the poor game design is trumped by like the insane synergies that you have the potential of getting. Like that's 100% what it is. More pets, more bullets with like the fact that the more stuff we hit, the stronger everything gets, and the fact that we have full crystals means we're doing more damage, which means that we can do more damage on top of more damage, and it's multiplicative. It's beautiful. Oh my god, give me that egg, baby. So now I'm like, what's our goal? Don't mess this up. No, but dude, I wanted. Can the pets kill it, please? Thank you. Nobody hit this. I want to get in there. Good stuff. Good stuff. 76 coins in the bank. It's a risky one. It's a risky one, isn't it? You know what? Let's try it. I really, like, straight up, it's a downgrade from Famine. I don't care how good it looks. It's not good. Okay, give me, like, a room with enemies in it so I can see if this is a bad idea or not, okay? Because if this is going to be the final episode, I might as well, like, try something different that's not, oh, get Famine, flight, and win. Oh, my God. You're going to really make me take this into a boss? I'll do it. But still, like, come on, dude. Hey, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I mean, we owe it to ourselves to try to be a little bit spicy. It's the McFamily! You guys ruined me a couple episodes ago. Now you're about to get literally... Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. You still hit me, which is ridiculous, but like... How are you supposed to dodge these enemies? I lost all my shields. No, get away from me. Get away from me. Get away from me. Alright. Is it worth it? Increase your weapon's damage? It might be worth it. It's spicy to not take famine, but whatever, you know? Whatever. I'm not too afraid of this. Also, we're gonna get another deal with Ares at some point, so like, doesn't matter in the end. In the end, it doesn't really matter. I feel like I was talking about something at some point. I don't know, man. Anyway, so what's my opinion on life, the universe, and everything? Stuff is like a little messed up right now, but that's fine. Like eventually we'll be able to work it out. I really want to get in here. I know like when the Fabled update eventually comes, even if this blows up, you'll still be able to get into it. But you know, they're a small indie dev. You know, we can't expect them to put out an update within the first 7 months of the game coming out. So again, I'm not too salty about it. It's fine. I swear to God, if the update comes out before this video goes up, I'm gonna be like a little bit upset. But at the same time, I'm gonna be like, that's like the perfect way to end this. Also, do you think the zombie sisters count as more pets? Hey, Grabber, if you could, like, stop doing that, that'd be great, but... Yeah, it probably should not have left Famine behind, but whatever. Que sera, sera, brother. I don't know, man. It's just, like... It's kind of like... we just live in a weird world right now. As long as you're, like, okay with the fact that it's a weird world, and, like, you know, you're doing everything you can to make sure that the world gets less weird tomorrow, I think that's really all we can do as people. But still, I hate when millennials perpetuate the millennial stereotype. Oh my god, dude, please stop it. I mean, there's no way that I would not hit that, like, straight up. Like, do you see the amount of bullets that are coming out of this bad boy right now? Do you see how long it takes to still kill enemies, even with this insane amount of damage output right now, which is just the most neon abyssual thing that has ever existed in the world. You know what? Yeah, give me a key, please. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. But I don't know, man. I try not to perpetuate millennial stereotypes because I just... First of all, I don't like stereotypes in general. I think stereotypes is like the laziest form of like trying to make fun of somebody. Oh, it's Hal. I forgot about you. You know, like, if you hit somebody with a stereotype, you're not even hitting them with, like, a good insult, you know? You're just hitting them with, like, somebody else's insult that, like, you know, like, stereotypes are... Oh my god, what is hitting me? You know what? I'm not gonna miss this game. Hey, if you liked the episode, hit the like button. It does help me out. Of course, if you want to see more of my content in the future, hit the subscribe button, join the Fade Trial. My name's Farival. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.